gonna lie, man. Jungle right, break something all the give him a debt like that. Until we are the one the light.
Man, don't leave bad taste in everybody fucking mouth, dude. Just like when I was in the feds, you know what I'm saying? You dudes was drinking that fucking that moonshine and shit, man. I used to, every time we met at them rooms at the concert night, I used to put 2 cases in the motherfucking bathtub and shit, homie. You know what I'm saying? You ain't none of it, you know. You wasn't buying that bottle. You niggas was drinking moonshine. This how y'all do it? Man, let me show you how Cali niggas do it, man. Come on, man. Shit ain't right, dude. And I get, once I get in the bed, I see you popping bottle. Poop, poop, poop. Nigga, you was popping moonshine at first. God damn. Homie, damn. There's ways around this, man. Come on, homie. Man, you gotta do a better job, dude. I swear, homie. Yeah, I'm done, big dog.
I feel you, man. So you feel like Puffy owes you then?
I don't really owe me, but god damn. What the fuck? You know what I mean? Brother love, come show some love. That's all I can fucking say. Show some love, brother love. You know, shit. Brother, I be seeing you doing your little pretty dance and all that, man. Show some love, homie. Come on, man. Don't be like that, brother love.
What are some of the things you used to do for Puffy back in the day? Go more into detail about that. What exactly did you do for Puffy?
I gave him you know what I'm saying, a pass through my town, man. Gave him a pass through my town. Boosie be talking that shit. Remember, Boosie talk that shit? Well, you got to check in, motherfucker. And I was one of the ones you had to check in with, man. Gave you a pass through my town. Make sure you was unscarred. Make sure you know what I'm saying? You was straight. Biggie probably still be here. You wouldn't have said the FBI was following us. You know what I'm saying? So we all would have rolled out together. You know what I'm saying? Mobbed out, you know? And it would have been shots fired. We'd have followed that car, everything, man. You tripped. With the FBI following us, you didn't want to be around us. I think that was a bad move, dude. You know what I'm saying? To me. Yeah, but show some love, brother love.
And just to make it clear, man, when Puffy came to L.A., you used to give him protection, right? From the Southside Crips because he was scared of Suge Knight?
It speaks for itself, my brother. He was playing chess, and I guess we was playing checkers, cuz.
So he was really scared of Suge Knight like that, yo?
That's what it looked. That's what it sounded like, yeah.
I watched him. I watched every interview because I'm a Tupac fan.
Right.
I couldn't believe nobody didn't like Tupac for them to do that. But to hear him and see him, he almost thumbed his nose up at them. And then at times he even shot at Puffy. Hey, goddamn, you don't forget, I ain't get the rest of my money. Yeah, so, yeah.
But when people ask me why he did the interview, what I tell them is that before the interview, Greg Kading had leaked some of the, audio of him confessing to the whole situation. And I guess everyone back home was calling him a snitch and talking shit about him and so forth. And I feel like he wanted to clear his name.
And make some money.
And make some money.
And get the limelight. Because you get to man, I watch these guys. They relive the moments. It's just like a victim of a crime. When you take them back to that moment, that time, that space, and that place, they relive it. Their voice gets so. I watch these guys' eyes light up and tell these stories, reliving it. No ounce of remorse. And there's a as if you've gotten away.
When someone fails to pay their property taxes, the government actually creates certificates on that debt. You can buy that debt from the government.
Yeah.
Take time on me. Let me get it for some right on me. Not coming sex with till the body gets you weak. We're so grinding, babe. And we wrote our motherfucking first hit. We wrote that shit. We recorded that shit in the motherfucking closet and clothes. It's the soundproof. We got it out the mud. We got it out the mud, nigga. Yes, sir. Hey, ladies, y'all seen that shit? Baby, grind on me. Say what? Relax your mind, take time on me. Louder. Let me get it for sure. Ride on me. Not coming sex with you, your body gets so weak. We're so grinding, baby. No guitar. Relax your mind, take your time on me. Let me get people shorty ride on me. Not coming sexy till your body gets so weak. We slow grinding. I sound just like my motherfucking records. This ain't no pre-recorded shit. It's the real thing. Yeah. See, that shit go back to the motherfucking book, nigga. Yeah. Yo. When this come on, they gonna be like, yeah. Red zone. Yo. B2K. Yo. Where you at? That's your boy to me. Come on, to me too, yeah. Show me you was looking for a guy. Come on. So I ain't the one. Come on. Shorty really wanna have some fun. But she said I told her I was what you want. I know you don't try to find. Yo, I'm the guy you get free. That shit had. Say what? That you want to try. I'm the thug in your life. That treat you right. Got your hook cause I'm in your life. Say what? I know that shit. Say what? Show me how you work this conversation, man. It's a game undercover. I'm thinking like any other. Run into your mother, make your hands for life. We all only we can walk through the hall. We can hold your head so you can hang on the drop. Tell you wanna lie, you will never forget. Bring it home, tell your friends. You know, by the way, that is my list. And I got many times I sweat this shit. Yo, I run these girls real close to home. Drop the game, so sick, I got to do it the most. I know that shit. Show me how you I know that shit. Hello, my name is Adam Ferrari, Chief Executive Officer of Phoenix Energy. All that shit they was talking about, they recorded that shit in the basement. They got it out the mud. Nigga, if we didn't do that shit, y'all motherfuckers wouldn't even be here. We opened this motherfucker up. Yeah, number one. Welcome to LA, nigga. You ain't in Florida no more. Hey, all I want to say.
Yeah, back at it again, y'all. Live from the front porch. You know this DC, right? You know we represent, right? We had to bring them back. Part 2. Live from the front porch presents none other than T.O.B. Band and Show. Yeah.
Yeah. Sit back, relax, and let your conscience be free, y'all. Rolling with the sounds of the T.O.B. Yeah. Aye. Front porch. T.O.B. experience, y'all. Bridge. Oh. Yeah. Excuse me.
No gimmicks. What he does use is a great voice and a wonderful down-to-earth personality, both of which are very real. So let us welcome good-natured, good-looking, good-singing Joe Simon.
My whole life is full of joy and happiness. Oh, you kiss me first to my soul. 7 days away to my body, I can't control. You got power in your kiss. You got power in your twist. You got power. Let me tell you, I just can't help myself. When I hear you talking, I see you. And that make me know I don't want nobody else. You got power in your walk. You got power in your talk. Yeah. You got power. Someone to learn and understand. Oh, yeah. Now we together. I'm on the storm. Oh, yeah. I thank God. People I don't understand, so I'm leaving. It's time to pick tomorrow. I'm gonna walk away from it all. Breaks my heart.
Okay. Every time I hear that song get real personal. My uncle, Bobby Hamilton, from the group called Choice 4, straight out of DC, Eastern High School, who was produced and discovered by Van McCoy, who was from Largo, Maryland. They recorded 4 albums from RCA Records, okay? They were big shit in the 70s and 80s. So therefore, I'm going to speak on it that David Ruffin, when he went solo, he was allowed to use that song. But he made it more famous because he was with the Mighty Temptations. But Choice 4, that was their song. And David Ruffin even used the background vocals of the Choice 4 for the melody and harmony. And I come to find out that they used to record a lot. And they toured with the Temptations, opening for them. So that was the relationship. And Van McCoy wrote all their music. So I think he had a lot to do with who used the music and who didn't use the music. So I just can't let that go without explaining that. And then playing the Choice 4 original version. It's only right. He can't get that shine just because. You just can't. I'm not going to allow it. Okay. That's my uncle in the middle with his hands on his waist. Bobby Hamilton and the crew. So let me let y'all listen to their version. It's only right.
Not everybody's gonna do that. You know that. Yeah, that look like Ross Paul over there in the right, hugging that lady. Yeah, that's him. Jimi Hendrix joint on. That's a cool shirt. Yeah. Not everybody's gonna do that. You know that. They got a grand opening over here. That line. They giving out food or what? That's nice right there. Like the outdoor seat. I think this their best one. Food smell good. But I ain't standing in that line. DJ Rico was going off.
Rush Powell over there in the white. Yeah, that look like Rush Powell over there. Yeah, Carolina Kitchen was having a grand opening over in Bowie. So I pulled up, got pictures with DJ Rico and Vic Jagger from 102.3. You feel me? You know, I'm always popping up. You feel me? Huggy Lowdown was there. Let me get to his pictures. This showed y'all Rush Paul. So yeah. So this was cool, you know. Nothing was playing. I just pulled up. You know what I'm saying? I'm out getting my niece some she wanted a backpack with the what is it, the lunchbox on it. So that's what they doing now. They got remember the little lunch pails, the tin or metal lunch pails, and then they went to the little, looked like a paper bag, but it was made out of, you know, the Velcro or the fabric. Now they got the backpacks with the lunch boxes attached to it that's on the backpack. Matter of fact, I got a picture of it. So I went and got my little niece one because my great niece. So my niece was like, yeah, she want the new backpack, and I couldn't find one. So I'm gonna have to get it this weekend or something. I said I'm gonna be out today, so I'll go ahead and pull up. So this is Huggy Lowdown, the comedian that's also a radio personality. I already got pictures with him, so I wasn't sweating him. Him and Chris Paul, the comedian Chris Paul, me and Michelle, so I wasn't sweating him. You know what I'm saying? You know, let him do his thing. Look, I was sitting, I was like, man, sit your ass down. You're all in the way. Because I was trying to see what DJ Rico was doing. And he's standing in the way. Honestly, I didn't know who he was. DJ Rico was rocking. Carolina Kitchen opening a new spot in Bowie. And it's the nicest one I've seen out of all their spots. So everybody need to pull up. Look at the book bag I was talking about. See, you got the little lunch bag on the back, and it's attached to the book bag. So, you know, when you put your bag down, you ain't gotta be worrying about losing your lunch pail, even though it need to be inside your bag, but it's attached on the back of it, you know. So you can't take it off, so you put your little lunch in there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So I hooked my great niece up. So you know, so the thing is, should I take it over there? I'm gonna see her Saturday for my grandbaby birthday, and we'll take it to her. We'll see. If I'm in the area, I'll pull up. But if not, she gonna wait till Saturday. That's what's up. All right. This is an air machine for your tires. It's called the Black Eye or Black Hawk. Which one is it? No, Bull's Eye. Look, this is $75. Great investment. You know what I'm saying? And especially for ladies, you should have that in your trunk just in case if you out at night and your tire flat. You can use that, and that will allow you to get to a gas station to get some air in your tire or get home. Or anybody, man. You know, like today, I rolled out today trying to go take my grandbaby to school for the first day, and my light came on, as if, saying my tire was low. So I'm automatically thinking it's a nail in the tire. And then sometimes the air, when it get cold, start messing with the air in your tire. I don't know what, how that happens, but it does. And which was funny as I kept driving. Uh, and then when I got to the school and then got back in the car, the light went on and then it came back on and it was on the other tire. And then the pressure went up from 28 to 30 on the left tire and went over to the right tire saying that was low. So I finally went to my little spots that I go to, the little tire places, trying to get them to take the tire off to see if I got a nail in it. One, they wasn't even open because it was still early. It was before 8. And so I looped back around, went to the original. No, I went to the bank and got some money out, and then I went back to the first spot I went to. They were open. So the dude was in a bad mood, African dude, and they usually cool, you know what I'm saying? I say, hey, bro, both of my wheels saying that my tire low on air. I want both of the wheels taken off, and I just want to make sure ain't no nail in it. He gonna tell me back up so he can look at the tires. I know for a fact, yeah, if the nail is visible, you could probably see it from just looking at it, but you actually got to take the wheel off, right? So this joker is saying, man, you just need air in your tire. Like, well, how you know, bro? You got to take it off and put it in the water to see if the bubbles gonna come out. He looking at me. So it looked like I was like the first or second dude that pulled up. So I guess, he feel like he wasn't gonna make no money, or he was just fucking lazy, right? Didn't want to bend his back, or take the wheels off. So I said, dude, if there is no hold the plug, I'll still pay you $15. Because that's how much the plug is if you need a plug, right? And so I guess he just didn't want to bend his back, or he ain't feel like taking all 2 tires, and I'm just talking about giving him 15. Well, nigga, if you don't have nothing to fix, what the fuck am I gonna pay you $30 for? Then, it gets better. I went to where my son, when I got his car, when I got my son a car, I took his car to one of these little auto garages to get his car inspected. They did a great job. $100 for the inspection, or $125. I go to this joker. I think he like an Ethiopian dude. That's what they look like. That's what he look like. And name Abdul. And as I was sitting there waiting for inspection, I was just checking out the clientele. I saw a lot of ladies in there. So he must do good business. So I was cool with that, just scoping the clientele. So that's why I went back over there. This Joker, I tell him the same thing. I say, oh, but I don't know. Everybody must feeling lazy today, but he was by himself. I didn't see no other guys there, so maybe, and he was an old head, looked like he the owner of the shop, and he was by himself. So I guess he was pissed, or he just didn't really want to take the tires off for it to be nothing. He gonna tell me just to look at all 4 tires, it's gonna be $25 a tire. And I looked at him, I'm saying to myself, who you think you playing with? Do I look like somebody you gonna play with? So he dead ass though, right? I say, dog, look, I'm trying to see if there's a nail in my tire. And I said, the light came on. I did say it's either this tire or that tire, so I want both of them up. He was like, well, if you don't know, it's $25 a tire. I'm like, well, and that's $100. I say, well, I know it's the first 2. Now, if you find a nail in each tire, I'll pay you the $25. But just to take the tires off, you're not going to get no $25 from me for your problems. And out of courtesy for you to just take the tire off, I'll give you $15 just like the other dude. Hell, I'll give you 10 per tire. But you ain't going to tell me 25 a tire. And I'm going for that. So I said, all right, bro. All right. Okay. Whatever. I rolled out. So I forgot I had this, what is it, bullseye M gun in my car. Actually, I bought this for my daughter, and then my son is working in Virginia, and I think, he caught a flat. So my wife put it in his car. And I say, I know what I'm getting everybody for Christmas. I'm getting everybody their own bullseye air gun to have in your car. That's my Christmas gift to everybody. I'm not giving you no gifts other than that gift. Nobody getting no money, unless, I'm just saying, that's just a gift that people need. So that air gun is $75. So I'm gonna buy one for me, my wife, and my daughter. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, them the 3 that drive so far, and anybody else that got cars that's trying to exchange gifts, I'll get them one too. But everybody need that in your car for emergency reasons. So again, I get home and take that out, charge it up. I mean, actually, I put it in the cigarette lighter, the adapter, and I went around and put air in all my tires. So I said, okay, now if that light come back on, it's a hole, it's a nail in one of my tires, and they tell you what tire, but I knew it was the left. But then as I drove when I left the school, that went off and said the right tire was low. So I'm like, okay, maybe it is the air, you know what I'm saying, fluctuating because of the, I guess the temperature. So it does affect the air, you know what I'm saying? So physics, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. But so that was my journey this morning, riding around. And and then I pulled up at the grand opening of Carolina Kitchen, and they had not live crabs, but they had crabs in the buffet bar. Not buffet, but like a buffet, and they standing behind, and you showing they showing what kind of food that they serving. And crabs was in there, shell crabs. You know, like you go by a bushel, they had crabs as one of the options. I never seen that at none of their spots. So Carolina Kitchen doing their thing. They expanding. And I was just talking about to help your family and everybody can play a role and help, like washing dishes, being a waiter or waitress, being a cook, being a server. Everybody can make money at a restaurant. So anybody that want to help their family, that's a good business to really start if you got the funds to do it. And so yeah, so when I get in position, when my money get right, that'll be one of the businesses that I will start, and I'll pay for everybody to go to school to be a chef. And every 5 years, I'll open a restaurant or a franchise of, whatever the name of my restaurant, and expand the brand and let whoever go get their chef license, that'll be their restaurant. We'll be partners. So yeah, man, I'm just getting inspired, just watching everybody else boss up. And, I say all the time that it take a special person to be a leader. But to be a leader, you got to learn how to follow. So let's say the president position. I think I would be a great vice president to watch the president move. And then once I be a student, then I can become president. So that's in any situation. Right now, I'm a student of life and watching everybody bossing up, doing their thing, big dog style. And oh, I gotta get ready to get you my granddaughter karate class. I'm almost full. So, but I'm gonna get ready to end this anyway because I done did an hour. Yeah. So, hey man, look, stay inspired, man. I'm hearing a lot of great affirmations, and I'm watching this show called Sweet Magnolia with Heather Headley in it. She's like the only. She's one of the main characters, the only black main character, and it's like, uh, it's about South Carolina today and how it can change, and how this Heather Headley, who is a black sister, and two white ladies, how they grew up in South Carolina, and they all successful and dealing with the dynamics of life with kids, husbands, and school and careers. And it's a great show, Sweet Magnolia, uh on Netflix, and I'm actually on the second season, episode 4 or 5, and it's a great show. It's wholesome. Ain't nobody, you know, pretty much it's totally different from Beauty and Black, which is ratchet, raunchy, you know, exciting, vicious. It's totally different from that. But that's a good show too. But it's just showing you the dynamics of you can live in a world of settlement and peace, and life just happened, or you could be from the vicious poverty of life, areas of life, and every day is a fight to make it out to upgrade, to succeed. And once you get to a success level, the fight just double and intensifies because now you got everybody coming for you because they want what you got. So be careful what you ask for. And then once you ask for success, you need to be ready for success because everybody want to be your cousin, your family, and and if they don't want to be your family, they want to be your enemy, indirectly and directly. So trust me, when you just a regular Joe and you have your peace of mind and you just a person that's in your lane, you ain't doing nothing extraordinary or nothing over the top or nothing under the achievement, you just in your lane, that's a real beautiful place to be. Because when you shining like these glasses, everybody want to know why you shining and what's you got going on, and they want to get their hand in the bag of what you doing and how you doing it, and they want a piece of what you got going on. And unless you welcome that, it become a nuisance when you just trying to do you and everybody else trying to, you doing that. So how can I get on with it? Like, look, you need to be in your lane and do your thing. Cause I ain't asking you nothing about what you doing and trying to get and be a part of what you doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here trying to handle my business and take care of my business with what's in my space and people around me, immediate family, you know? And, you know, when you put it like this, if everybody do their own thing, we can come together and be real powerful. But unless somebody reach out and say, hey, I need help and I need a partner to partner up, unless somebody say that and you hear that come from their mouth, man, let people be. There's too much pressure life going on without somebody trying to add to your shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm like, I'm not trying to take on nobody else's load. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm like, you know, I got a lot on my plate and I'm holding that together. So I don't have time for nobody else shit. That's real talk. And that's the average person. So I'm saying to anybody and everybody, family, friends, whoever, get about your business and take care of your business. Don't keep looking for somebody else to hold you up and do shit for you. That shit gets so on my nerves. Somebody just always thinking somebody else supposed to handle their business. You know what I'm saying? Nah, if you're a fucking adult, you supposed to be on your 10 toes, standing on business and handling your business. That's how that go. And if you ain't trying to do that, you know, this miss me with everything you talking about. Cause I ain't hearing it. I ain't trying to hear it. I'm trying to be down with the movers and shakers that's making moves, that's trying to build and elevate and upgrade. You feel me? You know, anybody and a motherfucker that just want to be, you know, hey, you know, I'm just here. Nah, I ain't got no use for you. When you just here, you know, you need to be building and making moves and we bring our shit together. Don't watch me build and go hard and sacrifice and you just gonna add yourself. Nah. Unless I ask you, build your own shit. Take care of your own business. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I'm not the only one that feel like that, but I'm the only one that's gonna say it. Cause I don't give a fuck at the end of the day. And I'll let you know. And I still love you. And I still gonna be down with you and for you, but I'm going to tell you what it is. Believe that. I don't get up to work for nobody else because ain't nobody getting up to work for me other than me getting up working for my fam that I made, that I committed myself to, you know? So anybody that's allowing people to do that to you, look, stop that shit. No. Tell them no. That's it, you know? You know what I'm saying? Somebody want to be down with you and shit. Look, you know, they need to prove their loyalty to you. You feel me? Because if you ain't asking them and they trying to put and position themselves around you, then you need to do something for me that make me want to look at you for me to bring you in the fold. You know, and I ain't even asking you to do that because I don't need you to. Because I'm going to get up for mine and I'm going to do what I need to do for mine. I'm all about progress. Progress is short for progressive, you know? And I ain't going to have no feelings about it. You know, I'm learning a lot of new affirmations. You know, it's like I just heard an affirmation from that show that I'm telling y'all about, how storms always coming, meaning it's always a problem after another problem. But the person that said it's always storms coming, do the storms ever stop? And no, they don't. But the person that that lady was talking to said in rebuttal, neither does the rainbows. The rainbows never stop coming. So after the storm, the rainbow will appear. And I know everybody that's seen rainbows in their lifetime, you know, unless you just a child or a baby and you haven't seen them yet. But let's just say the sun still shines after a storm. You know what I'm saying? So the sun still come out. The sun still come out. So storms keep coming and always coming. And so does the sun keep coming out every day. So that's just affirmation that we're going to go through bad times and hard times, but you stand 10 toes and stand strong in the paint. And you can't do it by yourself. You need God. You need God to lean on, or whoever your God is, your religion, you need that. You need to stand on business and ask God for strength. You feel me? You need that. You can't do it by yourself. The world is too wicked. The world is too demonic. And you need help spiritually to be on your business. You feel me? And to have strength and to believe that the sun is still going to come out. You can't just say it. You have to really believe it in your heart. And don't talk to God every time something going wrong in your life, because he don't believe you. Talk to God when everything good, when everything going well in your life. Like you woke up every morning. Tell God thank you before you go to bed. And I tell a lot of young people, you get to know God. And whatever you want in life, you're going to get to that point eventually. But you got to ask for God to figure out, or to help you figure out, okay, what is the strategy to take the steps forward to what it is I'm trying to achieve and the things that I want. I can honestly say I'm living my life, and everything I want, I'm living it. I got it. You know, I wanted to get out the hood. I got out the hood. I've been out the hood since 1993. When I moved from my neighborhood, like, you know, like let's say my own apartment. Let's just say that. It was somewhere nice. You know, I'm paying like a, you know, a good rent that, you know, coming home to a nice place. And then at 45, at 44, me and my wife purchased a home. You feel me? So yeah, ain't nothing happening overnight or quick. Everything has a timeline. And I must say, the time that it took me to get to things that I want, once I got it, I was ready and prepared to handle it mentally. Like I tell guys, stop, and women, stop trying to become parents when you're not ready. You know what I'm saying? Just because. Because you want a child. Is you ready for a child? Stop putting burdens on everybody else. You just being careless and having kids when you're not ready. Now your auntie or uncles, your grandparents, your parents gotta help you out because you want to be irresponsible. It's not cool. Be responsible and have kids, get married if that's what you want to do when you're ready. And you should be ready around 30 years old because your money should be right and you should be mature around that time to handle being a daddy or a mommy and a wife or a husband. All that goes together. And I'm saying that and I'm being biased about it because I was almost married at 19. And my uncles, my mother told my uncles and they stepped in me. They sat me down. I done told this story over and over, but I ain't got to keep bumping it to y'all. But if you've been following me, you know what went down. You know what I'm saying? My uncle stepped to me and was like, you know, what's this? You chasing some woman across the globe and, you know, you don't chase no woman nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you don't get yourself in a situation when you're not ready. You're not ready to be nobody daddy or husband. You ain't even got a job. You ain't even making no money. You ain't got no college degree. You ain't got no skills. Because you of age, that don't mean that you're ready. You need to be mature and you need to have your mind right to be ready for a child or children coming so you can take care of them kids the way they deserve to be taken care of. So you can represent your lady and your family and build your foundation on what you supposed to be doing. And you're not ready at 19. You need to take your ass to school, get you a skill, or do both. Get a skill, go to school, and get your money right. Enjoy your young 20s and travel, party, have a good time. And get all that out your system and be responsible and then build yourself up. Save some money. I feel about time you 30, 31, 32, then you're ready because you should be mature mentally to take on that responsibility. That's why a lot of fathers done left their kids and not around their kids because they wasn't ready. And even bad mothers, they wasn't ready when they had them kids. But people that prepare to go and step into them shoes of responsibility, them kids grow up to be great because they were ready. Their parents was ready. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and now you don't have kids growing up all uh 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 being fucking depressed and feeling not wanted because you got a dad over here with another family and you got to just see your father on weekends, and then when you see him he got the other kids with him and all that bullshit. I mean, that's the reality of how stuff goes sometimes, but It don't have to be like that. You know, I just feel like we scar our kids when we're not able to keep our family together. And at the end of the day, you can't make nobody love you or want to be there with you in a relationship. And for that, you let that monkey ass go. And from my experience, they be doing you a favor. Because I feel like in my experience, any bad relationships that I've been in and the women were acting funny, when they call themselves leaving me or when we decided to let it go, God elevated me to something better, bigger and better. So guys and women, stick in there, fight for your relationship. And when these individuals they just really bent on leaving and you did all you could do, trust me, that's the best thing that is getting ready to happen to you. Yeah, cry, be upset. God gonna heal that pain and that hurt in time. But then you wanna get your whole mojo back. You're gonna get back on your game. You're gonna be happy with yourself and your peace of mind. You're gonna get back to being yourself without being attached to somebody else, and your light gonna shine. And whoever connect with you with your energy, and it could be 15, 20 years later, 10 years, 5 years, couple of years, but I'm just saying from experience, enjoy life yourself. Love on your family, love on your friends. You know, be successful in your employment and get your money. Treat yourself to vacations and treat yourself to good food. Treat yourself to a nice pair of shoes every pay or buy yourself something to make you feel good. And once people, the individual that you need to connect with, see your glow and your energy and your vibe, and they on that same time, that's when you're going to connect like a magnet. You're going to connect. Or like Velcro, you're going to connect. Don't rush it. It'll find you. God gonna send whoever it need to be in your space, But you gotta be connected. You gotta be connected. Like how you put the plug in there to charge your phone. You gotta be connected to the base. God is the base that you need to put your plug into. This your phone. Right now, this God right here. This God right here, and you plugging yourself up to the base, which is God. And now God is going to flourish his blessings through you in his timeline, not in your timeline, but you just do what you supposed to do and stand on business. Be a good person. You ain't got to take no shit because a lot of times people be trying to take your kindness for weakness. You stand on business, but be a good person. Be fair. Enjoy life. Love life. You know what I'm saying? You know, every day you should be able to find fun in your day. You get up, you go to work, you come home, and now find something fun to do every chance you get. And that's taking time for yourself with your significant other, with your kids, and, you know, make your day memorable that will put a smile on your face, no matter how big, no matter how small. But you need to do that. That's just for yourself mental. Working and just coming home and just being in that routine and nothing is considered recreation, and it don't have to be consistent of spending money. You know, get a gym membership, hit that gym. You know, go to the park, walk, go with the kids, let them play on the playground. Get that basketball, go to the court, shoot some hoops with your kids, and go get the soccer ball, play soccer with your kid. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Get them bikes out and ride around in the park. You know what I'm saying? If it's just an hour, 30 minutes, we need that. Because trust me, you get real stressed out when you don't take a break for you. Trust me. Trust me. Work hard. You need to play hard. That's it. There's no one without the other. You know what I'm saying? So look, I gotta go. I gotta get to my grandbaby karate class. So big day, street finest. I hope I help somebody today. You know, because, you know, I'm 56 seasons in, baby. 56 summers in. You feel me? I got a lot of knowledge that I done learned firsthand. OJT. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here. You know what I'm saying? I ain't been sheltered. I've been out here in the mix in these streets. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I didn't let the streets kill me or lock me away. And I heard a term that you could be from the streets and not be in the streets. You know what I'm saying? That's me all the way. That described me. I'm from the streets, but I didn't want to be in the streets. And I ain't gonna say I was an angel, but I didn't want to be in them streets. I was taught to think ahead. So when I was 13, 14 years old, I was thinking about graduation and what was going to be next after that. So I knew me thinking like that, and my grandmother, she played mind games with you to get you thinking like that. She say, I want you to make goals. She said, you're an athlete. Do you think you good enough to go pro? I said, I don't know. She said, I don't want to hear you don't know. You need to say, yes, you're good enough to go pro. I was a baseball player, championship baseball player in school. You feel me? I've been in 2 championships. You know what I'm saying? So that's what she was feeding to me, confidence. She was like, you know, if you don't go pro, you need to be working on a career from getting some kind of trade, or you going to take your butt to college, which I want you to do, or you going in the military. So these are 4 goals you need to be thinking on what you going to do, which one of these you going to do. And it starts right now at 14 years old, because you'll be graduating in the blink of an eye. And she wasn't lying. And, you know, and I used to say, man, grandma be tripping. She always on my back, but I loved it. When I reflect now, stay on your kids' back. My son works in Virginia. He leave for work in the morning and don't come back till after 6. After a 12-hour time line, I call him if I ain't heard from him all day. And I'll be like, what's up, bro? You good? He like, yeah, why you keep calling me? Like, because I want to know that you good. You know, you better be appreciative that somebody worried about your black ass. You see what's going on in Mississippi, Nolan Wells, and everything that's going on with these black kids getting hung and all that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm checking on mine. Everybody I care about, I need to hear from them. You feel me? So I know you good. So yeah, you know. So Don't look. I don't care how much your kids be tripping about how you on their back about caring about them. You stay on them. They'll appreciate it later. Cause I know I did. I know I do. They just don't see it, man. But if you done made it to be 56 seasons, you should know that you done seen some things and you been through some things and you know what you know. They young. They don't see it or they don't get it or they just think you just always in their business. Stay on their ass. It is what it is. Especially if they in your home. I tell my kids, hey, you grown, but you ain't independent till you leave my house, taking care of yourself. So everything depends on you. Get about your business and go ahead on out in the world. But long as you here, then I gotta be a parent to you as I see fit. But when you leave my house, you gonna have the tools to take care of yourself and to survive out there. Because that's the way that I structured your upbringing and being on you with the discipline and the focus that you need to do what you need to do out here. So it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Anybody that I done had a hand in raising, you got them tools. And it'll be there when you want to use it, when you need to use it. And always bring God in the fold because nothing is possible without God. God sanctions everything. Any good thing that happened to you, God allow it to happen. It don't happen because you want it to happen or because you think you're lucky. God sanctions everything. Anything good, God sanctions that. Anything bad, we blame it on the devil. Simple as that. This big day, streets fine as a holler. You can go to the bank with everything I said today and cash that check. And it ain't gonna bounce because it's the truth. Peace. Let's go. Gotta get up out of here.